Hi everybody, it's Will on Live 4. I'm here on Zosma 5A to introduce you to the third video in my series on how to use this fantastic mod, Transfer Spaceships Across Universes, SFSE. The first video, I did that exactly. I took a ship across NG Plus with a lot of stuff inside, and most of it made it through. It was really great. In video 2, I helped you choose from the tremendous quantity of ships that are now available on NexusMods and showed you how to download and, in effect, import them into your own inventory. In this video, video 3, I'm going to take a ship that I have built here, and as you can see, it's a pretty big ship, has a lot of stuff in it. It's not really, I'm not a shipbuilder, it's not really innovative, but it's a very effective ship. Here are the stats. You can see it's pretty powerful, and it's fast and maneuverable. I really like using it. Well, this is not an advertisement for my ship, but let me tell you what the Transfer Spaceship mod actually does. When you create and export, a text file blueprint is placed in your directory. That blueprint is then uploaded to NexusMods as a mod, and it is just a text file blueprint which is then downloaded by other players who want your ship. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is actually to go inside the ship and create that text file, that is to say, export the blueprint into my own directory. Then there's going to be a choice for how you want to deal with this. If that's all you want to do, fine, that'll be it. You're ready to go to town. But if you actually want to create a mod, I will show you how to do that, how to log on to NexusMods and upload that. But let's go ahead with the first step, which is to create that text file. So we just have to create a console command. I've typed it in, export ship, then the name of the ship, will ship. I have to use quotes around it because it's 2 words. I hit enter, and it says info ship exported, recommended to exit the game as crunch ship data may remain in the memory after the process. So that's all there is to it. It's now in my directory with any other ships that I have as will ship. That's all that has to be done in the ship. The next step is to go online, but let me just go outside and just show you this cool feature of the Cabot Bridge that has the captain's quarters inside, and you can see all the way to the end. But anyway, I will do a walkthrough at the end of this video for you guys that actually would like to have this ship. It's really a lot of fun to use, but that's really not what we're talking about today. So let's go online and off to NexusMods. Here we are on the Nexus Starfield homepage. The first step is pretty simple. Here's the button right up here, upload. Upload to Starfield, upload mod. Okay. I've already started this, so I'll be back with some of the text filled in. I'm editing one that I started, as I said, but the steps are exactly the same. So you need to describe it as a mod. You have to choose the category, ships, the name of the mod, will ships, the language, very important, English, the current version, the author, then a brief overview, and then the detailed description. I'm not going into a lot of detail here. I'm just telling everybody it's my personal ship, and it's part of a tutorial series. And this is video number 3. This is the important part over here. If you want people to really be able to use your mod, you have to tell them what mods you used in order to make your ship. There is a way that you can do this using a Perl command, but it's a little more complicated. Maybe I'll do a video on that at some point. But these are the ones that I used in making Will's ship. Then the next step is you have to say whether or not you've used any of nudity, so it doesn't apply here. And I've checked that mine is a small master plugin, which is what yours will be also. Now we come down to adding images. So I'm going to browse and add a couple of them. For the first one, you can see that you have a very narrow cropped image that you can use here. So I'm going to use this particular one. I think it looks pretty good. And now you can add additional images, and they are not as critical in terms of the size. So there's another one, and I'm also going to add the one that shows the stats. Okay, that's good enough to start. Now, this video that I'm making now will ultimately be added to this, but for the moment I don't have it. So now we save it, and we go on to next. Now this has, if you want to have a README to explain everything about it, you can put it here. I'm not doing that. I'm just going with at the change log saying this is the original version for 1.0, saving that, and then going on to the next section, which is permissions, and I just leave everything the way that it is. There's a lot that you can do here about restrictions and so on, but this is, I don't care what if people take this ship. I'm not asking for donations for this particular one, although you could, no reason not to. It doesn't require any of Creation Club or Shattered Space, so start typing a mod. The mod will be added to the table below. Required here, of course, is the universe mod. I've added all of them. I'll show you how I do it. One that I haven't put in yet is Avantech. And here you see there's a list of the options, and Avantech Shipyards is the one I want to add. So that really finishes all of the requirements. There's nothing from outside, and there's no mod mirrors involved in this. So the next step is we have to type the name and description and so on. So I'm going to go offline and be back in a minute. Okay, now the moment of truth. You have to upload your file to NexusMods. To do that, you have to compress it first, and then go down, fill in this information, the name and so on, and then go down here and click and upload it to NexusMods. I've now uploaded it, and you can see over here, it's been uploaded. I can now save the file, so I'm going to save it. And now this gives me the opportunity to go and edit everything else, or if I want to add another file, I would do it here. I'm going to go to next, and I could write an article about it. I could write a book about it, but I'm going to leave that for now and go to next. What happens next? I'm ready to publish my mod. So there it is. Up on NexusMod, ready to download. And you can see here the requirements are all listed of what's necessary. The permissions and credits are, again, what everybody normally checks. It's up to you. And here is the description, and there it is. It's a published mod. Now that is really simple. If at any time you want to make any changes, up here you see a manage button, and you can choose the specific area that you want to change, or if you want to hide it or delete it, whatever you want to do, you can do it right from this page. Well, okay, for those of you that have been on the edge of your seats, let's go back out to the site, and I'll take you on a tour of the ship. Okay, when we come up out of the landing bay, over on the side is a computer core. On the other side is a ready room, which connects to the armory. Down the hall in the engineering core here, make a left turn and we have the brig. And further on, there's the staircase up to the second floor. There's no ladders here. And there are rooms on either side for Sandreja and Sarah downstairs, and Sam and Barrett are upstairs, as it turns out. Here we come into the battle center, battle stations, which has a corridor over to this all-in-one for the crew. On the other side is a command center, which connects down to the infirmary, and that connects to the science lab. If we go up the ramp to the science lab, we have a gym, and on the other side is the second all-in-one. Bathroom here. And here we have the mess hall, which is pretty nice with the nice open roof. Look at that. Oh man, that is so cool. On the other side of the counter here, we have the workshop. And of course, on the other side, the ramp down to the third all-in-one. If we just kind of jump over the chairs here, here's our bridge. And it's the Cabot Bridge. In this particular case, it's really cool. The captain's quarters is underneath the bridge, which I think is the perfect spot for it. Okay, well that's the tour. It takes us back to the exit, and it's really something. So I'm going to build my outpost here. So far I just have the landing pad, but I think this is a place for a house and for some more development. So okay, that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I hope that you have success, and I'm looking forward to seeing your ships up on NexusMods. So I'm going to do a little adventuring, and please subscribe to my video and leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.